right, this is going to be an interesting one. I didn't know. Whoa, my ear just unplugged. Ooh, I just heard like finally hearing the truth, finally letting yourself hear the truth. It's almost like I heard like cotton in the ears, like ignoring naivety. But this reading is going to be how people are perceiving you, okay? And that might be a part of it, is where like people not feeling like you're hearing them, this perception of like you just don't like you're not understanding me. And it instead of, oh whoa, wow, we're already getting into it. Instead of you like coddling people anymore, you're just like cool, like you people share with you, and you're like, you're just being clear and concise with your response instead of going into an overly emotional response. And some people are perceiving that as like you're not you anymore, you're not giving it all anymore. So if you're feeling that, if you've been feeling that, and I want to kind of get to the core of like where you're actually at in this as well. But the reason I got prompted with that 111 on the timer was I set up my phone and it had the like little like blur filter. And so when I see that always like it accidentally, like I press it or whatever, it prompts me into this energy of like I need to conform, right? And so I always turn it back off because I don't freaking care. I love me. Welcome. We're going to be diving into how people are perceiving you even more deeply. I'm Izzy. I go by 8th House Mercury here. And on my other account, I go by Astramia, where I do evolutionary astrology. I have 8 natal chart readings open for the month of August. So if you're interested, definitely grab a spot. Okay, we have sextile and water. I heard like, how'd you get so lucky? How'd you get so lucky? The outside looking in, it's almost like a mirage is what I'm seeing, where like, oh my God, wow. A church song just came to mind. Background, I was raised Mormon. I heard, count your many blessings, name them one by one. Do, 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 do. Like, like there's something where like people are like, you're just so blessed. You're being blessed. Wow. And the truth is, people are only seeing this like rippling surface of the water. They're not seeing the underbelly of what's actually going on, which we're going to talk about in a moment. But on the outside looking in, it's like, wow, like you've just got it going on. And emotional, yeah, 10th house. Okay, so this is really regarding like what you're putting out into the world, your business, how you work, your work ethic. I'm just seeing like everything comes naturally to you. Like everything is just natural. You're flowing with what you're not over things that would rock people, right? Like say your boss assigns you another task, instead of you being like, oh my gosh, you're like, okay, cool, like another opportunity to like learn something new, especially if it's out of your wheelhouse. You're not like getting wrapped up because, you know, especially if you work like for somebody else, you're like, I'm clocking in and I'm clocking out, and that just is what it is. Okay, deepening, we have the 3rd house, trine, and feminine. Yeah, wow, people are, this is beautiful. I you know, at the start, I did feel that sort of envious energy a little bit, because like you're not engaging in patterns anymore where you're overly giving, but you're so in the flow of things, and your communication style is more in this feminine way where you're not speaking just to speak. You are speaking to deeply connect to things and like get to the like deeper emotional levels of things. And what I saw is like from Finding Nemo, like the first one, where Merlin has to jump in and like Crush is like, hey, like just get into the flow of things, like go. And like you finally have gotten into the flow of things, but you've been Merlin where you're freaking petrified to try new things, but you've now gotten into the flow of co-creating with the universe, that you're just in the flow, and people are seeing that flow. Wow, I just had a flashback to remember Flo, the like progressive girl, like, oh, and I heard like divine insurance, like you are really blessed right now, or a lot of people are perceiving that. Now we have Scorpio. Let's go a little bit deeper into like what is actually happening for you, like what is actually the truth of where you're at underneath this in the scorpionic energy. Aries popped out, and then 8. There's something like your identity. What people don't realize is the deep emotional turmoil that you've had to alchemize in order to get to this space of flow, into this space of trust, flow and trust, anyways. And then we have 9, and it's like this reworking of your belief systems to get this way. Where else? Tell me about this person, Spirit. We've got this card. 8th house. Are you serious? You've been doing some deep work. And Pluto, oh my God. Yeah, nobody knows the trouble. Like, you, wow, I just want to say I'm really proud of you, because nobody has any idea, right? It's sort of this like, wow, you're just really good at what you do, and you just have this flow, and you're just allowing, like, I heard like water off a duck's back, where it, like, you have this natural like boundaries, and it's what I see here with all this 8th house energy. For those of you unfamiliar with astrology, the 8th house is a space of shared resources and shared energy. And if you have 8th house placements, literally, I get a lot. So if you have 8th house placements, you naturally inherit karmic things that aren't yours, right? Whether it's through family or like shared resources, right? There tends to be like this extra like tether tying you to other people's stuff. And so what I'm seeing here is you have taken your time to untangle and unravel yourself from all these things. And it hasn't been easy work. And I'm feeling like this pain in my heart. Like, it has not been easy. It has not been easy. Okay. 11 and square. Yeah. It's basically in the solar eclipse. Yeah, I know this eclipse season's about to be pretty potent for you guys. I'm going to be doing some things for eclipse season. I'll have an eclipse portal container, so definitely subscribe to my newsletter or join my Discord for updates about that coming out. A lot has changed in the last 72 hours for me. Check my recent text post. Anyways, what I'm seeing, especially with this eclipse energy, is like, I'm almost seeing this square as like a step up. Like, you know that it's taking tension in order for you to grow. And that's the truth of where you're at. Is understanding, if I want to move to this next echelon of self, I'm going to have to like meet the tension and meet the edges, meet the crunchy parts of me that say like, no, I can't do that. Who told me I couldn't do that? Where does that come from? And you keep following the threads until you find the core thing, and then you transmute it. That's you. Tell me any other perceptions outside of collective here, what they're seeing about them. We have fire and 2. Interesting. And opposition. It's very interesting. In descent. Okay, I knew it. There is a specific individual outside of you that thinks that you're their twin flame. It's very interesting energy. When those 2 cards popped out, that was very interesting. We're gonna just grab from here at the temple. Yeah. Because of your natural nature, what I'm seeing with the other perceptions that are observing you, this feels more around your business. This person or people, it might be like multiple people, because I heard like fire and 2, I heard twin flame, and then opposition, right? There's this sort of dichotomy happening here, and descendant represents partnership. The temple, there's somebody outside of you that really sees you as a match of their energy, and Saturn and Uranus. And 9. Okay. For some of you, you might be somebody's sort of Saturn return moment, or like a drastic change. Your energy, like the way somebody's perceiving you, is like a catalyst. You're a catalyst and it's sparking a fire under this person to become a safe space within themselves and potentially for you. I'm going to leave this here. I love you guys. My readings are open. Sign up, join.